welcome back to Life After the Cover Save, episode 327. That is a 10, Blake, which is a 1.
Well, okay. You got the 3 and the 2. That's a 5. 5 plus a 7 is a 12. 12 divisible by 2. That's a 6. I don't know. 6 plus 2, 9.
Why would you? No, you're supposed to. You have to add the one. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It is a 12.
It's a 3. It's a 3.
It's a 3. Yeah, it's a 3. Travis is pretending to be frozen.
But it didn't work.
Because you can see like the smallest part of your eye moving.
Because I keep looking around. I'm looking at what Blake's doing, and I'm looking at what Ed's doing. It didn't work. Hey, I'm here too, and I'm not frozen.
It's a 3.
It's a bit that no one can hear because it's visual. I love doing visual bits on an audio medium.
Well, you know what? This one may just go out to YouTube because I've kind of covered my background a little bit, and your guys' background just looks fine all the time. So,
and you know what? And your video quality is so perfect.
1080p,
it's perfect.
Well, it's gonna download mine from me.
Yeah, the customer's gonna get the.
They're not gonna get what you see. They're gonna get what I see, which is nice.
I hope so. Because it looks really bad from here.
Awesome, dude. I hope, you know what?
What other things that we could talk about that's visual? Blake is wearing an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, Arsenal shirt.
That's his new favorite shirt.
His new favorite shirt. Gifted to him by the Big Cat.
Big Cat
that
gave
light
it to me.
behind you, Blake.
You know what?
That light?
You know what? It's all different colors.
Yeah, it keeps changing.
Yeah, is it like a special light?
Yeah.
It is changing colors. Are you doing that with like an app or?
Okay, well, I can extend this visual gig for a little bit. I got this controller right here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh,
there is a controller.
Remote control.
What I like
That's
is
really
that
cool.
there's the more the quicker.
Travis holding up his keyboard.
Let's not even
keyboard changes colors too.
Let's not even talk about what Travis, the visual gag Travis just pulled.
The keyboard, they changed to the same colors.
Oh my god! All right, I'll play this game too. Look at
no, it doesn't matter. We can't tell.
That is?
No, we can't. We can't see what that is.
Do you guys want to see the fungus that's growing on my back?
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
You know what? It might not be a fungus.
Where I got that fungus from?
You got a fungus on your back?
Was I in a pool with someone who had fungus on their back? And now I have fungus on my back?
Stop it. That's not how pools work.
You know what the short answer to that is? Yes.
Timeline back is up, dude.
No, that's not true. It's impossible. And because we've shared
about
that's how
Darth
spores
Vader
work, dude.
Being his dad, and it was his dad. He said that's impossible.
No, because other people in here have skin conditions that I don't have.
What? You're talking about
man.
The color of my skin? That's not a condition.
That's just how he was born, Blake.
No, I'm just saying, like skin or nail conditions that I don't. I've shared pools with, and I didn't get that. Just saying.
Yeah,
but yours did you get all these skin tags?
Was actually growing on your back, and then you were like scrubbing it on the wall of the pool.
Yeah,
if you can see the video,
you're releasing spores, dude.
It's not how spores work. It's not how spores work.
Yes, it is.
And I started listening to like Joe Rogan after that.
So
Uh-oh.
do you have a skin condition on your back, Travis?
Yeah. I had to buy some $20 specific dandruff shampoo, and get some steroid cream.
You rubbing it on your forearms?
What's your
So it
what is the
might be
condition?
fungal or it might be like eczema. I have to go see a
What,
dermatologist.
oh, so you just bought medicine not knowing what you're
No,
getting.
it's doctor prescribed. The doctor said try these two things and make an appointment with a dermatologist.
Did he give you
Smart.
a couple names?
Well, that's kind of weird that you assumed that my doctor was a man because my doctor is a proud Asian woman.
Wow. And you know what?
Did
They gave him names, and you know what the name was? Blake Gaskins. You got that from Blake Gaskins.
You know, women can be doctors too, Blake.
so what did she say it was?
Well, I don't know what she identifies at. My doctor, I call her a doctor. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, she said it could either be fungal or it could be. Now she used like doctor words. They go in one ear, come out the other. Like it could be persecution, or it might be
Well,
but
that'd
the
be interesting to
spread
know.
pattern, the spread pattern, is an indication of fungal, but it really could be just like a weird eczema thing that I'm having. So if it's eczema, the steroid cream will take care of it. If it's fungal, then the $20 shampoo will take care of it.
Amen.
Well, why don't you take your shirt off? Let's get a look at that pattern.
Yeah.
Actually, you know
That's
that
another visual gag.
talk about hobby progress. My back looks like a GW troll.
Whoa.
Funny.
Oh, God. Or like Blake's back. One of the two.
You know, actually,
There was a
it
funny
is.
part, like about halfway through the doctor's appointment. My doctor's all like, "You could put your shirt back on," because we're just sitting there talking, and I have my shirt off, and she's all, "You could put your shirt back on." It was all like, "Well, what if I don't want to?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, or you just say, noted. Okay,
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No
go ahead.
thanks.
Well, what else?
Wow.
You got any interesting skin? Did you get? How's your back doing, Ed?
My back's all right.
You know, I got a skin tag. I need you guys to check out for me
All right. When? You're never around
next
anymore.
next time. I'm never around.
Yeah. You're never around.
I was just at your house.
Every time
No,
I'm
no, no,
around,
no, no. I'm
you're
talking
not
about
around.
you said me and Travis need to look at your skin tag.
Yeah.
So whenever Travis is around, you're not around anymore.
That's a good point. I
Yeah.
have been avoiding him.
Yeah. Well, it shows. We caught on real quick.
Well, then I guess I'll have Ed look at it, and then Travis can look at it later.
Yeah, you busy Sunday?
What's Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. It's after Saturday, before Monday.
Yeah. Some would
It's
say
Sunday.
it's end of the week, and others would say it's
Wait. Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, let me look. Oh, that's the first S. There's a S, an M, a T, a W, a T, an F, an S.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure, dude.
You know what? I'm seeing
Some
Sunday looks good. Daylight, yeah. I'll be seeing Dune. I'm gonna be seeing Dune soon.
When?
You know?
Man, I wish I
Soon.
saw Dune.
I wish I saw Dune too.
Yeah, dude. I'm here on Sunday.
I could look at it Sunday, I guess.
All right, perfect.
So what are we talking about today, Travis? What are our topics?
I've been doing a lot of hobby. We could talk about the hobby.
All right. What
And
else?
then I think we'll probably do a special Host focus. Get to know your host.
Sounds good.
Oh, I thought you guys had a game that you played.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of part of hobby, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Is it? Would we call that part of hobby?
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought you guys were going to talk about.
It's the hobby is it's a 3-prong approach. It's purchasing, it's building and painting, and it's playing.
Yeah, that's a good visual gag there as well.
Approach.
Buying,
What about
painting and building and painting.
Got to build it first, then you paint it.
what if you pay somebody to paint it? That's also hobby progress.
Then you're
correct?
rich.
Yeah, but it's still considered hobby progress, correct?
I mean, you're progressing towards your hobby.
All right.
Can't argue with that.
So today's episode, we're going to talk about all the horrible mental disorders associated with Warhammer 40K.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, that's real deep. I don't think we want to go there.
I hit rock bottom with my Black Templars.
Yeah, dude. I was. Oh my god.
Here's a problem. I don't remember like what happened since our last episode. Okay. Maybe it's starting to. So last episode talked about I had a game with Cheyenne. That's kind of what we talked about.
Yep. And Josh.
Yeah.
And I think I had just started an online game of Old World, and we mentioned that a little bit. Now I've technically played 3 online games of Old World. Still no live games of Old World, but I'm very much into Old World right now. It is my jam.
You're an Old World guy.
Yeah. In many ways, I always have been.
He's just been trapped in a 40K player's body. You know what I mean? But he's an old world guy.
We'll get into it. What came first, the 40K or the Old World?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the Old World.
Actually, it was 40K for me.
Really?
But they came almost at the same time. It's very complicated.
Wow.
But,
well, I mean,
stay tuned and you're going to find out. You been building and painting anything, Ed?
That's our hobby host breakdown, dude.
That's a hobby host breakdown, brother.
And that's coming in the future. Oh, okay.
The near future.
So, yeah. So we're going to talk about our hobby. So, I personally have been doing some hobby. And one of our local guys named Cheyenne, he's a guy who
Travis played a game. Never played a game versus him.
Yeah,
he's a neck player that whooped Travis's bootay.
I know that guy.
Rematch. I got a rematch scheduled.
Yeah, and Travis has been training, saying his prayers, and taking his vitamins.
Actually, I came up with a great strategy, and I think it's going to work. I'm bringing Eldar.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
He changed up his army. That was smart. So he asked if I could paint some trolls for him, and these are, I guess, they're Age of Sigmar trolls. They're the newer sculpts that go in the Gloomspite Gitz army, if I'm saying that correct.
A lot of words.
Yeah, Gloomspite Gitz is what became of the goblins.
I call them night goblins.
They became the Gloomspite Gitz. And they're like all like fungusy and into like shrooms and worshiping the moon and stuff like that. And
listen to a lot of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
You know what? They have both a $20 shampoo and a steroid cream.
Yeah.
We're just not sure exactly which way it's
a 3-prong attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess he had a lot of trolls that he had built.
Cool models.
At
Cool
least,
models.
like, yeah, I really think they're cool models. They're
To,
like
to,
go ahead.
to interfere, I would say that even at its time, the original trolls, the metal trolls, they were still some of the coolest models in the game.
Very, very cool.
You know,
Trolls have
they,
always been on the cutting edge.
um, and then the resculpt that when they modernized the line, even more amazing. But they've always
Yeah, but
been
I mean,
cool.
they've kind of kept what they had, and they just made it more options. I would say, not
They've always
necessarily.
kind of kept that Games Workshop troll aesthetic,
Hmm.
and I think that's smart. What it's like a distended belly with long arms and a
The
wide
proportions.
face. It's really the proportion games that the trolls are playing with, and it always works.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. It's like they're like thin, but then when you get to the belly, it's a lot like mine, and it sticks out a lot. And and then their nose is honking. It's real big, big nose, big belly. Um, but yeah, I
BNBB.
mean, they're all like either they're holding a weapon or they're holding something over their heads, and they're different things, which I found interesting. Um, like they're sculpted into the hand, it seemed like, but you can have like a statue piece or just a piece of rock or shards, you know. And there's about 9 of them. Um, he said he wanted to do purples. I've never really done a lot of work with purples um, outside of Harlequins, and I did purple with like a pinkish light color, some fades. They've been pretty fun to paint. I actually made some mistakes, and I'll talk about those right now. So, what I tried using oils, which is something kind of new, and so I painted 3 to this off to the side differently because I was like, he wanted these 6 to be the same color, and these
Mm-hmm.
3, he's like, you could paint whatever you want, kind of. So I was like, well, let me try to still do the same thing, but see if I could do it faster using oils. So I primed them all white, and then I started doing like a pink oil. And then, like, because you use mineral spirits with the oils to thin them down, it kind of stripped the primer off
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
in some of the spots. Um, we all learn when we're trying different things. So I think those 3 I kind of have to strip completely back down to the basics and then start all over again. I'm also having a lot of trouble with just white primer in general. I feel like I've built and primed with my airbrush a lot of models, a ton of models. And if I start with a black airbrush primer, never had really a problem with it coming off by touching it and stuff. But it seems like the white primer, I'm just not getting a good adhesion. And I've used multiple. I've used the Army Painter and I've used Vallejo. And
And you're
my Vallejo
using
black works just fine. Go ahead.
this is a
You know,
this is an airbrush primer that you're doing
Oh
in
yeah.
white.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
don't
I've never used a white airbrush primer.
you know,
So
I never really had a problem with white airbrush primer.
Thank you. Thank you, Blake. I'm glad you never had a problem with white airbrush primer. But
Yeah.
um I don't know, man. I put some agitators in there. But you know what? When I've got them, it seemed like they're kind of separated more than normal, you know. And maybe that's just a shipping thing or
Yeah.
like just a formula. I don't know.
I
yeah, I
got
mean
a I
pigments are
got
different, man.
I got a Stauner res a while ago, and it was really when I got it, and it was really separated in the
Was it
mail.
white? White?
No, it was a gray.
Oh.
No, it was a black. Excuse me. No, it was a gray. Either way, that can happen. You never know how long some of that stuff sits around on the shelf.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know,
hard part. So I put like metal agitators in there, and I really shook it up. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I think I almost have to do the base coat as black and then just do zenithols with regular white paint. I think I just have to do that now.
I mean, I've always my kind of like go to is I have a bottle of Vallejo black primer and a bottle of Vallejo gray primer, and that's just what I do. You know, I hit it with a coat of black, then I hit it with a zenithal layer with the gray primer, and it's like instead of doing like 2 coats of black, I do 1 coat black, 1 coat gray. Boom, the thing's done, and
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with it.
you know, I never really had a problem with it.
I seem to remember though that you do like oil interacts with acrylic weird, and like you do have to like seal the
Seal it.
acrylic
Yes. 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 Yes.
before
Yes.
you
Yes.
move on to oil. But I haven't really looked at I've never really looked into oil painting that much, dude.
Well, dude, I've done the steps with the oil. Um, with like I took in a space marine and I
Uh-huh.
colored it and then I sealed it. I'm sorry, I primed it white, or no, I did the black and I really zenithaled it with white to get it super white. And then I sealed it after that, and then I'd use the black oil with the mineral spirits just to get like all the edge highlighting, like all the corners and everything was really colored in. Then you could take a Q-tip with a little bit of mineral spirit, and you could wipe off every like where it bled over into areas where you don't want it. You could clean up the ink or the oil, and then like so I've done it. It's just this time with trolls, I thought, well, I'm painting the whole thing pink, pink, the whole thing pink. Anyways, I didn't think I had to um, seal it because I wasn't going to pull any paint off.
Gotcha, gotcha.
That was my assumption.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
yeah, as I was just spreading it on, the white primer was coming off, and it was very frustrating. But you know what? We learn from our mistakes. It's never going to happen again. So besides doing these trolls for Cheyenne, I've also I bought that Bretonian starter that GW has,
Oh
and,
yeah.
I've started building it. Um, I've got my horses done, and I've got my what did I get? My men at arms, but I haven't put arms on the men at arms. I
So
think I'm gonna
you
do.
just
Yeah,
got Minat.
yeah, I got men in arms or men at arms.
They're men at arms,
Men at
but
arms.
you don't have, so they're just Minats.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of men ats. I think I'm not gonna put their shield on. And here's the other thing: I saw somebody. I Yeah, shake up that bottle. I saw somebody. They did some men at arms, and they had like did all, the whole model in brown. And I thought that's a really good idea because they're mostly wearing a lot of like just leather.
Mm,
And there's
mm-hmm.
just a few like a little thing around their neck that gives them the color. So if I do it all brown, I can do like a wash so it gets all the recesses, and then I can just come in and add a little bit of color on them, and then just
Pick
slap a
out a little
shield.
bit of the cloth.
Yeah,
Are you gonna like batch those shields, like paint those shields separately? That's why you're keeping the
yeah,
shields off.
yeah. I'm gonna do all the shields separate because the shields are gonna be like not even remotely close to the colors.
Are the shields like pretty big?
Yeah,
I'm trying to picture the
they
model. They're not like little
almost as
circle shields. They're more
no.
teardrop.
They're more like, you know, they're like they take up 75% of their body. That's how big they are. The
Oh,
big
okay.
shield.
So it's more of like a
Big rectangles.
phalanx sort of
Yeah,
shield.
yeah.
Okay,
Shield wall.
that actually makes a lot of sense then.
More like a Persian immortal, you know.
I
Uh,
don't know. Shield
so
wall.
here's the question though, and if you're using brown, you can start brown on. You could do any flesh tone off of a brown.
Yeah, it's easy to
Really?
build up a flesh tone. Exactly, Blake.
Any kind of flesh tone, a lighter tone, a darker
Or
tone.
darker tone, yeah. Yep. So that's pretty much. Oh, and I bought a field trebuchet
Ooh,
from somebody who
trebuchet.
resin printed it. So I'm gonna check that out, see how good that looks. So I did some purchasing. I did some some hobby paint and some building. That's like a lot of the prongs that
That's 2
Travis was
prongs of
talking
the
about.
3-prong attack. The only prong you're missing is playing some games.
Well, hold on a second, dude.
Oh,
Well,
wait, we played
let's.
a game.
We did play a game, but we could talk about your hobby first.
Yeah, so, I have, like, my core 2,000 points of my vampire count army is rebase. Well, I didn't rebase, I just got, new movement trays to space them out properly, but they're
Oh,
all matched the base color, flocked. I've added several models in my skeleton units. I needed some new champions. I've made new banners, but basically I have 2,000 points ready to go on the table. It looks glorious, and now I'm like, well, maybe I need to add a little bit more. So
yeah, you
uh
do.
I think several years ago, a friend of the show, John Trotman, broke into some old lady's house and found a whole bunch of Warhammer stuff sealed away in the attic. And
It
he's
was a
all like,
horde.
I'll give you $50 for this. And then he sold it off piecemeal for like $1,000. None of
Yeah,
my numbers are true, but the story's basically how that worked. But there was a sealed, like, from like 1996
8,
sealed
7.
box of the old zombies, and I snagged that up a couple years ago, knowing that I would have bring my vampire counts back to life. And I'm building out a unit of 40 from this box of 20 zombies, because they give you so many extra arms, so many extra heads. I just have to mix in some other torsos from, like, Frostgrave. I have a bunch of Frostgrave torsos that I'm mixing in. And also, if you put like a skeleton torso on some zombie legs and maybe hit it with a little bit of green, like liquid green stuff, to make it look like there's a thin layer of flesh over the butt, it looks great. So I'm going
Oh
to turn
man.
this box of 20 zombies into 40 zombies. And I'm right in the middle of doing that, and it's very enjoyable. It takes a long time, but these kits are so fun to put together, because it's torso, legs, arms, and heads. None of it was designed in CAD. I'm not putting 6 pieces together to form a skull. It's like, that's the head, that's the torso, these are the arms, and I can pose them any way I want. I'm just I'm just old world, dude. I'm just old school. It's what I like. I like old
Muppet
models.
Muppet Hitman is old world.
I am
Muppet
old world. Muppet
Muppet
Hitman
is Old
is
World.
old world.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Muppet
funny.
Hitman is Old World.
So you have enough trays for all your units.
Um, actually, next time I come up, I actually would like one tray. I don't have a tray that fits my spirit host very well. I do have a 3D file, so I kind of just need like a basic tray to put my spirit host on.
The spirit host is what?
It's they're on a 40 by 40.
No, but what is the spirit host?
The spirit
Like
hosts
a
are a bunch of
ghost.
ghosts
Oh.
They're like
that
the
are ethereal.
Yeah, but how many are in there? Like,
He has 3. You have 3 of them, right?
Yeah, there's 3.
Three bases.
so it's just like a tray of 3, like a row of 3.
Yeah.
I did a couple of it. You guys like the visual gag there?
Yeah,
Now,
I love
since
it.
it
Dude.
is just 3 of them, do I technically absolutely need a movement tray? No. I mean,
No.
not
Okay.
really. But for
No.
wheeling and stuff like that, the movement tray does make it a lot easier.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wheeling.
I mean, really
Wheeling.
though, I mean, do you need to? It's a legacied army.
Oh,
You can't
ouch.
play it in a tournament.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on a
But
second.
the
Blake.
cool thing is I would never play Old World in a tournament setting. That sounds like a horrible thing to do to myself.
And
Well,
the other
I
thing
never had a problem with legacy armies in tournament.
here's the other thing. Travis absolutely could play that in a tournament if it was ran anywhere outside of a GW store.
Yeah.
So take that and stick it in your
And
pipe.
do you know what I
Don't-
would like to point out? I don't think it is a legacy army because since Old World started, every single vampire graveyard AOS thing has been out of stock because people are buying it up like mad. To play AOS? No. To play Old
Absolutely
World.
not. Nobody wants to play that relic of a game. It's so like stale.
The Old
AOS I'm
World is
talking about.
the Old World is alive and the New World is dead.
Yeah.
Long live.
Listen, I think if
Old
they
world.
took more time to develop an interesting story to make AOS interesting, then maybe they could survive. You know what I mean? People would want to play. The only reason why they play AOS is because they had to. That's the only reason why they bought AOS.
You
They
know,
had to.
my big problem with AOS is there isn't a map. It's a
Uh-huh.
space chart. And I don't want a space chart when I want to play a fantasy game. Yeah, I don't care. I never played AOS.
You know,
I never will. It's fine.
I never had a problem with space charts.
All right.
No, the problem with the strength of AOS's world narrative is also its weakness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really.
Good. To me, it always seemed like good rules, weird story.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's
It had
just
good
like
rules.
AOS, the narrative engine, the story. It's just in ways it's more out there than even 40K.
Yeah.
40K still exists in there's the universe and then there's the warp.
Mm-hmm.
And the warp's still a part of the universe. This is like multiple different layers of realities and
It's like a
stuff
multiverse,
like that.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are hot right now.
And those can get real convoluted real quick.
Yeah.
Because there's some worlds I don't want to visit.
Yeah.
I don't want to visit the world where Madam Web lives. I don't want to visit that world.
Hey, guess what? Neither did the world, Ed. Neither did the world.
Neither did Madam Web.
Yeah. I don't even think Madam Web wanted
No one involved in that movie wanted anything to do with that movie.
It was a paycheck, baby.
That was like, we need to release a movie so that we could keep this intellectual property, and I don't care what the movie is.
Oh God! So
That's
me and
corporations,
Travis,
dude.
if you're
Well, hey, I have hobby.
oh yeah, oh sorry,
I told you guys in the group message
That's
that
right.
I can't wait to talk about my hobby progress.
I can't wait to hear about your hobby.
Didn't do a damn thing. Moving on. Actually, no, I do want to share a couple things here. I forgot to bring it over. This counts as hobby.
Oh Jesus!
Do you bang the table a few more times, please?
He left. He's gone. He just disappeared.
Oh, you've gotten into a new hobby. Blake is
This is-
holding up a Lego
How many
box.
pieces?
Called the Great Wave. This is there was a very famous Japanese artist, Hokusai. I can't really say his name, and it's a very famous art of a crashing wave.
This
geez.
might be
Japanese.
one of my favorite like pieces of art.
Yeah.
I do truly adore this this piece of art.
So
That's an
it's
18 years plus, by the way, Blake.
I got it. So this is 1,810 pieces, and that was a reward to myself for
For a job well done.
completing the things I had to complete. Then,
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
I also recently I just changed the leaves on my Lego bonsai in preparation for the new season of sumo as well.
I
So
didn't
now
know
my
that
Lego.
you were this into Lego, Ed. I mean,
I'm
Blake.
not. I'm not at all. I'm
Well,
surprised too.
well, I never had a problem with Legos. Yeah, I was what you called a Lego maniac when I was a kid.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
Hold on.
big Lego guy. Black Monarch's Castle. I had both the blue and the red. I had the red pirate ship, and I had the blue naval ship.
And you'd build them all,
Build them all, pal. Build them all, pal.
and then you just stop liking to build things after.
You know
kids
what?
start age.
Oh, no, I still love Legos.
No, I'm
one of
saying
my
building things, not Legos, but building things.
One of
You know,
my my neighbors, he's his sister's friends with my daughter. They're twins, and he came over very excitedly, and he had his latest Lego project, which was the DeLorean Lego.
Oh,
And I'll tell you what, I was kind of jealous of this kit. Like, it lit up, the flux capacitor lit up, and the wheels go from hover mode to like driving mode. It was a fantastic piece.
it's in their icon line. And I have the catalog. It's in the next room, and it
next
comes
to your
with
bed.
yeah, and that kit comes with real plutonium.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Lego DeLorean.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, it has a real and you can even get the Libyan van secondary kit.
So
with
hold
the
on a
rockets.
second. So in the Libyan van, when you open it up, are there a bunch of like pinball parts in there?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, that's what the icon line is. The icon line in Lego, it really does bring that magic of whatever it is. Yeah, the Dune Thopter is the new one. And at this time, I do want to talk about. Look for it. It's called Blake's Lego Maniac Podcast. It's coming out on Spotify.
Oh, nice.
So just search it up. And there's hours of me on Twitch building Lego sets.
Yeah, it got
Wait, it's on spot. You have to listen to it. You have to listen to you on Twitch.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really odd, dude.
You know what? Well, it's kind of the meta right now.
Yeah, but you can't watch anywhere. It's not on YouTube.
No.
It's the
No.
Spotify.
You can audio on Spotify.
Yeah.
The visuals are on Twitch via VOD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's no audio on Twitch. So you gotta. Yeah, that's how I'm getting like double the income on one piece of content.
We should start doing that.
So yeah, I got this Lego set. I opened it up today. It's the instruction booklet's really thick.
I thought you were going to say the instruction booklet is
With,
really
like, this
tiny.
little-
It's
You
this
gotta
big.
just like open it up and be like, oh, I can't see it. It's very difficult.
I mean, such a funny joke.
Also, and I also got this. This is MIG. This is called Streaking Grime.
Mig makes good stuff,
streaking.
man.
Now this stuff smells like it'll give you cancer immediately. And I guess I was watching the Uncle Adam video from a while back. You'll kind of put some base colors down on something. You'll coat it in this, and depending on how you can let it wait for a certain amount of time, and then you can get like a white cloth, and you can wipe it away, and it leaves. It's kind of like an oil wash in some ways, but I don't think he uses mineral spirits. I'd have to go look at the video again.
Right. So it's a liquid. It's not a powder.
No, it's a liquid. It's a liquid.
Okay. Cool. Good purchase, dude.
And I got this when I got a box of Stargray Pirates.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I was going to use this for the Stargray Pirates.
Gotcha.
Really grime them up.
Really grime them up. Really get them skibbity grimy.
Skibbity.
Nice. Yeah, so that's the hobby I've been at. I sleeve some more Netrunner cards. But that's really all I got right now.
Well, that's it? That's all you got? That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was actually a lot.
Hobby.
That was a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Real quick. Then we'll have to make this quick because we got to get to Travis. Me and Travis played a game of Warhammer: The Old World.
World.
It was Travis's second game, I believe. My first game. I didn't quite understand a lot of things. We were both learning. Found out that some things are really terrifying in the old world. Some things are real scary. What I don't know what the name of a vampire lord, was he a lord?
Yeah, vampire lord on a dragon is very scary.
On a dragon is very scary, and if he charges you, and there's nobody around to make your leadership high on a men at arms, because listen, they're levies. They're just levies. They're nothing special. They're going to turn tail and they're going to run. A bunch of archers, they're going to turn tail and run. Even some knights might turn tail and run when they get
the terror rule is pretty gnarly. If you get charged by something with terror, you have to pass a break test, and if you fail, then you flee.
Unless you're immune.
Does Bretonia have any terror-causing units?
I believe the Green Knight might cause terror. He may only cause fear, but I thought he causes terror, and maybe the Hippogriff might cause terror. But that would
now
be
is it the dragon that's causing terror?
Specifically,
yeah.
But there's ability. You can. There's lots of like magic items, or like you could make basically any vampire cause terror with I think it's one of the vampire powers you could give them.
Well, I did notice that when I was building, it's all the items are just like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's old Warhammer. Chaos Runeblade, Helm of Many Eyes, and almost I think it's even a word for word copy. A lot of the standards and magic items from back in the day.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of magic
items
out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's definitely an item that can give you terror.
Yeah, but the movement is the whole game, and it's taken me. But by the third game, when I played with SC Josh from the Independent Characters, we found a new website, like a new program that is like specifically designed for moving trays of miniatures around and playing. It was like originally designed for 9th Age, and they adapted it to the old world. And boy, man, like we played a full game in like 2.5 hours, still with looking up a few rules here and there, but it was a very satisfying experience. I really have the movement like grasped in my head now.
So is Ninth Age basically done now that Old World's back?
In my heart, yeah. So here's the thing: I've never heard of Ninth Age. I don't know what it is, but in
Really?
my
You never
mind,
heard that was
I don't think anything can stand up to the juggernaut that is the old world.
You can't.
Ninth
Impossible.
Age. Ninth Age was basically Warhammer after they made Age of Sigmar.
Oh, okay. That was
It
the fan made Warhammer 9th edition.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think it was
dead.
basically just.
It's dead.
Yeah, I imagine that these days, probably most people aren't playing Ninth Age. They're just going to Old World, which in a weird way is it what edition? What edition did Fantasy die in?
8th.
Eighth.
Eighth.
That's why
So
it's
in a
called the
weird
Ninth
way,
Age.
the ninth. So in a weird way, those Ninth Age people just got 10th edition Fantasy.
Yeah.
Or we got ninth, the people who didn't play Ninth Age.
No, you got 10th edition.
What is cool, at least I've thought was kind of cool, is in this app or whatever we're talking about, is when you wheel, it actually calculates the measurement as you're turning. You know what I mean? For movement.
Yeah.
But also like it has another program where you list build, and once you're done building your list, you just hit import and all your models populate.
That's cool.
The
Very
one
cool.
thing, the one thing that couldn't figure out, and I should have asked you, but now I'm going to ask you right now, is I couldn't get hero into the unit. Do you have to do that while you're building the list?
You just drag and drop it into the unit.
I tried doing that. It didn't work.
Drag and drop it, brother.
Does it reform? Is it supposed to reform?
Yeah, it'll just put him in the front rank. And then if he's not in the right place, you just double click the individual model and you can move it anywhere you want in the blob.
Okay. Yeah. What's the
Yeah, if you have
what's
a
it called?
group of 20 guys, you drop a character in, it'll push one guy into like a new back rank of just one model, and they'll just be a character in your front rank.
Okay. I'll have to try that out because I was trying to drag and drop and it didn't happen. It seemed like it just dropped it into the unit, but like it didn't move anything. So I'll play with it more.
Well, I'm glad you guys are playing.
All right. Are we done, Travis? We on to this? You ready? You ready,
I'm
Travis?
ready.
All right, we're gonna
Well-
get to Travis's
We got 10
origin
minutes.
story.
Well, your origin story, Travis, where you came from, how you got here
Mm-hmm.
as a hobbyist. But all this old world talk is made me think about some things. And you know that I was really off put
Mm-hmm.
by the whole old world thing.
You did everything
And
right.
I did everything I did everything right, and still this happened. And I kept thinking about it, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And I started looking into it in my free time at work in my prep period. And I found some stories that I think will shake the foundation of the hobby.
I can't wait.
Okay. And some of this stuff, some of these stories, there is some verification that Ed and I had a little bit of. Ed's sensitive to this kind of stuff, as we're going to get to. And so basically, from what I understand, is that specifically at Warhammer World, they have been noticing things by some of the employees and some of the patrons. So there's a lot of inexplicable things happening there.
The unexplained.
Unexplained. Yeah. I mean, some people have explanations for it. We're talking about battle cries echoing throughout the hall when there's no one there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, late night, the staff there late night, what they'll see, you know, flickering lights. Even as they're moving around, you know, doing their security checks, they'll hear dice being rolled in the next room, and when they turn the corner, there's nothing there.
Whoa.
What are you talking about, dude?
I know.
Have they gotten
I
any
know
like
this.
spectrometers on there?
Well, no, stop. That's not. Listen, I know this sounds weird and crazy.
It does, dude. What are you doing?
But these are some of the stories. I did some research. These are some of the stories we're hearing online. And I have some notes here.
Wait. You said you weren't going to take an active role when we did this podcast.
You know what? You're right. But like I said, what I'm finding out, and this is tied into Old World, and we'll get to it.
Okay.
What I'm finding out is if I don't take an active role, at least in this part of this part of the show,
then this information's not going to get out there.
Yes, and more, I worry.
Okay.
I worry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, there's been reports, and there's a strong report on this one, that the workers, the people, because, you know, at Warhammer World, there's like a store element, which you come into.
Mm-hmm.
And
then behind, there's the Oompa Loompas who make the models.
No, get serious, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
So they have the displays and all that kind of stuff, and what they'll do is they'll come in the morning and they'll find that some of the boxes have moved around, which the night before they weren't in there. You know, the Skaven stuff is inexplicably mixed in with the Space Wolf stuff, or you know what I'm saying? Or in other situations, it's been tidied up, fresh dusting. You know what I'm saying? The receipt tape has been refilled.
Whoa.
Now that's coming from the employees. But we're also hearing from some of the patrons, specifically in the cafe area, reports of witnesses getting drinks served to them. And then when they say, "Oh, I want to pay the bill," the nice gentleman that helped me, Mark, I want to leave him a nice tip, and the manager will be like, "Who's Mark? No one here works in the cafe in the."
You're a Mark.
Yeah, maybe I am a Mark, but I'm just saying. There's these stories, so it's happening in the cafe. In the hobby portion, witnesses have seen bare plastic models levitate up in the air, and floating paintbrushes are painting the model, and they're making like pure masterpieces.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the thing is, so Blake, what does this have to do with Old World?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay, there's a definite haunt happening.
Okay.
I don't know if it's part of the corporate stink of this place. I don't know if it's mistreated employees. I don't know if it's gamers who have died in the middle of the game. And in fact, I've heard, and this was unverified, that late at night they've seen players playing, and it's like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. No one's supposed to be there. And then when they go to say, "Hey," they just disappear into the air. And their armies too. So we got ghost armies. We got
Whoa.
ghost players. We got it's a real haunting. And so, what does this have to do with the old world?
Yeah, you said you were going to go there.
You guys, excuse me, hold on.
Oh, you're muted. Yeah, you muted
That's a
yourself.
good bit. That's a good bit, dude.
All right, well,
Okay.
you're just gonna explain it
You
all.
know, I think maybe I'm speaking too close,
Mhm.
and maybe they're trying to silence me. Who knows?
Okay.
Something's listening.
Yeah, and the bottom line is this: you guys talked about how it's printing money. The old world is just a way just to print money. Keep on, and what they're doing is they are indeed printing money because they need to fund the study and the eventual eradication of this haunting. Because you have, EVP machines, those special infrared viewers. Ed might know a little bit more. What's some of these
Oh, well, I
these
mean, when I watch
items?
Ghost Hunters and stuff.
Yeah,
they use
exactly.
So what you're
EVP
saying,
machines.
Blake, is the old world coming back isn't the catalyst for these unquieted spirits, but the
No,
unquiet spirits are literally the reason that we got the old world back, because
yeah,
they had to find a way to reuse old sculpts and just get people to buy them again at a high premium to
yeah,
fund their ghost research
yeah. They're raising funds.
at the Nottingham uh, Central
Yeah,
location.
at HQ. Because
Wow.
why would you pay? I don't know how many fold percent more. Like if I was to buy that metal chaos sorcerer from them, that at like 50 times the rate that when it was made in the beginning,
Hey, it's
it
like
costed $5 when it.
£25.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's not so much a plan of elaborate manipulation to make money off of sad men
Who calls
over
that?
40. It's a strategic move to fund the paranormal investigation that they're having.
Huh. Interesting.
And Games Workshop denies these allegations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I mean, you have to.
so it's not a money grab; it's something else. And this was in one of the message boards on the dark web, and they talked about Warhammer: The Old World. Its abbreviation is WHTOW. It's an acronym. Warhammer's Haunted Tactical Operation Wing. Warhammer
Oh.
Haunted Tactical Operations Wing.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, I
man.
think I'm just saying, sit with it.
For how long?
As long as you need.
At
To
least
see the
another
light.
2 weeks.
At least another 2 weeks, dude. Whoa.
I mean,
Wow.
and what I would like to feel this is we have listeners all over the globe, some of them in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So they can maybe get a picture of this aberrations on there.
That's true.
Post it to social media. We need to we need to sound the alarms here, guys.
Yeah, we need to bring in audio equipment. We need photography. If anyone can get a sample of a fully formed, free moving, vaporous apparition,
That's from
that
Ghostbusters.
yeah, I mean, we who are you going to call
You're going to call Warhammer's Haunted Tactical Operations Wing.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
And Warhammer Haunted Tactical Operations.
So yeah, it's not some in my original thing, it wasn't some pessimistic, nihilistic, greed-based exploitation.
It's not corporate greed, it's corporate need. They need our money to fund this ghost research because it will be instrumental in us understanding the afterlife, understanding why we're here, where we're going, and how do we get there.
Yeah.
And all of that is why the vampire counts are a legacy army.
Very excellent point. I really like that. I'll be posting that theory. But I would say what scares me...
Posting it to who, dude?
Warhammer Haunted Tactical Operations Reddit. Keep up, Ed.
Sorry.
This is the show now. We no longer are going to meet our hosts, find out their hobby origin stories. That is not going to happen. We are investigating ghosts that are haunting the stores. Is the haunting happening in your local Warhammer stores? Go to your local Warhammer store. Find out that they're closed. Look on the poster. Oh, they're closed every Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. They're only open 4 days a week. And they open at 11. Okay, well, I guess I'll come back later. When I come back, they're doing corporate training about the Warhammer Haunted Tactical Operations.
It's just this is
very important.
And here's
I'm
the
with
deal.
you.
Is it?
And there's bigger implications here. And maybe we don't have time to dig into this. Maybe we can try to save it. Because we're getting towards the end.
We're supposed to find out about Travis.
Isn't it interesting? That Warhammer Fantasy Battles, now known as Warhammer the Old World, didn't come back until the Queen had passed on from this realm to the next? Was the Queen the major reason why the Old World was destroyed? Huh? You ever thought about that? And is it her ghost that is actually haunting Games Workshop Central?
Now, here's the deal. You might be pushing this a little bit. You might be getting a little weird on this one with that line. I'm saying let's be open to it. But what I really want, and we can this will be the final thing, and we can get to it, is there is a danger, and I'll just leave it here. Mm-hmm. Just in the United States alone, there are a total of 144 Games Workshop stores. That's just in the United States.
That's 144 possible poltergeist interactions happening right now in our own country. These are foreign invaders coming into our country through ectoplasmic means.
Travis,
well, the thing
why
is,
are you feeding it to the plague, dude? Why are you feeding it to him?
The thing is, though,
because I am
at this point
improviser. Yes, and
here's the problem, though. We have yet to get any reports of any sort of haunting activity happening in any other retail spots, which is why this push for Old World funding has been so strong, because I think they are trying to, it's a race against the clock.
But here's the question. Who's suppressing these reports? Because I guarantee you they're happening, Blake. They're happening here on our soil, but the information is not getting out to us because they're being suppressed. And I want to know why.
I don't think it's happening yet. because
I wanted to get a physical copy of the old world, and I looked on Facebook the morning it released, and my Warhammer a shop here where I live, they posted a picture of a wall filled with like box sets and everything. And I was like, oh, and they just opened. I'm going to drive down there. It took me 15 minutes to drive to the store. Once I got there, it was all gone. Explain that.
People bought it, dude.
Oh, people did? How come there weren't any people in the store when I got there?
Because they grabbed it and they left.
I mean, Travis.
Yes.
From
I had to buy
really
it digitally.
Jesus.
I really think you. I'm going to pull you back off the ledge here.
Okay, thank you.
I think what your fear is the ultimate fear.
Mhm.
But I think that's what's trying to be prevented now. I don't think we're at full-blown invasion mode yet, because I don't think there could be 144 different cover-ups.
I have a new.
I will say,
fear.
let's keep our.
Oh, okay.
I say, but let's keep our eyes posted, because the truth seekers are out there.
Yeah,
that's the name of the forum on Reddit, Truth Seekers.
Yeah,
and they will post any sort of haunts or apparitions.
I didn't know I had this ultimate fear until I read this news story. But a man at a Las Vegas hotel got bitten by a scorpion on his penis
Nutsack.
while in bed. And now I can't stop
What
thinking
does it have
about
to do with
that.
ghosts?
Because you said ultimate fear, and that's now my ultimate fear, that a bug will bite my penis while I sleep.
Now, Travis, I need to pull you off the ledge because I need you to help me pull Blake off the edge.
Okay.
Because what he's saying is crazy.
Well,
I thought they just wanted to bring Old World back just so we could play Old World again.
It could be that.
It's something else. And we'll dig into it deeper.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah. We will have to. We don't have
sometimes the lights are in sync.
That's right.
That's all I can really say about this topic right now.
Mm. It's an important topic.
Hold on a second. There's more? Dude, there's more?
Well, it's a living story. It's going to develop.
There's more.
Yeah, there is more. And the more I dig into it, the more I realize that I'm just barely scratching the surface.
Okay.
It's a multi-million-dollar operation, and never before has this amount of money being pushed into the paranormal. So,
well, I can't wait to hear more of the story. But
well, good luck, lifers out there. I hope you can sleep tonight.
Hey, Blake, I have one more thing to say. You've been doing all this research in your prep period, and I just looked up what a prep period, and it says it's a period of time allotted to teachers for class or lesson preparation. You can make phone calls to call parents, maintain student records, order supplies, and other activities related to teaching underline. I think you used that prep period really well. Thank you, Blake.
Well, you know what?
Blake,
do it for the fans.
You know what? Thank you, Blake.
Stay tuned. You're welcome.
In the immortal words of Moose Jaw Jackson,
life is always sweeter
after the cover save.
Go surreal.
Passion, tails in